gaming PC, 1,200 quid. No offers, no swaps. I know what I got. Well looked after, high spec, no time wasters.
Now we all know that this is just horrific, but how do you get the most money selling your old PC gear? Take a look at these two photos. This one looks like someone that has taken their time, put some effort in, and is generally trustworthy. This one looks like a PC that comes with a side of gonorrhea and that you might wake up in an ice bath missing one of your kidneys. So let's take some nice photos. If you've got a camera, that's great, but your phone is good enough as well. Okay, let's set the scene. No one wants to see all your garbage around. Nobody wants a dirty PC. So get rid of all the dust and get rid of all the crap around it so it's just the PC. Get it up on a clean table or at least a clean surface and get everything off that table. Get some natural light on there, or if you live in your mum's boyfriend's basement, the room light will have to do. Cameras work much better in light environments, so don't photo your PC in the dark. Some people think that to show off the RGB the most, you have to turn all the lights off. That looks good when you look at it with your eyes, but in the photos it looks really bad. So now that's all set up, you're ready to take your photos. Take a few snaps of each of the views I'm going to show you and then just pick the best ones. Now the first two photos are the most important, and I'm going to call these the hero shot, and it's the most important one. Take the glass off the case, put your PC at an angle to you, normally 30 to 45 degrees. Now open your camera app. You want a slightly upwards angle when you're taking the photo, but not too much, just a few degrees. So maybe you want to get down on your haunches and test your squat. Get the PC to fit inside a square in the center of your photo and leave a decent margin around the PC in case you need to crop it in and straighten up later. Take your photo there and boom, nice view. Then you can just repeat that with the glass panel on. Next up is the side view. Keep the glass off, make sure it fits into a square in the center again, and this time you're going to go straight on. So you're not going at an angle, you're going straight on. Snap a few pics from here. If you think it looks a bit too dark, you can turn the flash on. The problem with the flash on phones and cameras is quite harsh, so if you can get a soft source of light in there, it will look a lot better. If you get it to face out where your natural light's coming from, that's going to look better as well. But if you need the flash, then you can use it. And boom, there you go. Your second shot is ready. Okay, front view next, and this is simple stuff. You're just going to put the PC straight on, you're going to go at a flat angle, and you're going to photograph it, and then you're done. I'd advise definitely keeping the flash off for this one, because the harsh flash is going to either reflect off the glass front if it's a glass fronted case, or just get sort of scattered along if it's a mesh or a steel front. So that's actually the bulk of the photos that you need. You could get away with just these if you want, but I like to add in a few more for a bit of extra detail, and I'd certainly recommend that you do the same. And for this, I would experiment, take a lot of photos and try to be creative. I quite like a shot going across the video card, and it gives a bit of a blurry background into the case, and I quite like a shot of the CPU cooler from an angle as well, but really guys, it's up to you. These are just supplementary photos and not the main ones you're going to use anyway. You might also want to snap a pic of the back of the PC so that people can see the number of USB ports and display outputs. And finally, if there's any damage, don't hide it. You need to clearly photograph this because otherwise people just aren't going to buy it when they come to view it. All these photos were done on my phone, which is the Samsung S20, and it's about 4 or 5 years old. Now, if you've got a newer phone or a proper camera, you're probably going to get even better results than I've done today. And equally, if you've got some gear that can do soft lighting, that's going to be amazing as well. And even critiquing my own photos, you could make them look even better if you stood slightly back so that it doesn't fill up as much of the screen, the PC. The reason being is it's going to make the image look less distorted, because when you add distance, it changes what the focal length looks like. Most phones have a really wide angle lens, so by stepping back, you take out some of that distortion. If you're including a monitor or peripherals in your listing, then of course those need photos as well, but I often like to list these separately. Okay, now that the photos are taken, upload them to your PC, and we're going to make some minor edits. You don't need Photoshop or anything fancy. You're just going to open the photo using the standard Microsoft Photo Viewer, or even an app on your phone if you want to do it that way as well. And you're going to edit, you're going to make a crop so that the image is square, because most of these online marketplaces use square images, not widescreen. You're going to center the PC in the frame, And if you need to adjust rotation to get it straight, definitely do that as well. And finally, you can touch up the photo to add a bit of brightness and saturation if you want, or you can just leave it. Do what you want, but I think a fairly bright shot is going to attract more attention. But equally guys, don't go over the top with edits. You don't want it to actually look like it's been overly edited. Then you just want to save that edited photo and you're going to do it for all of your shots. There we have it. Your PC now has some beautiful photographs that are sure to bring in more messages and more flips. If you're a PC flipper and you get through loads of builds, in the long run, it's going to be worth getting a nice camera because more people are going to message and more people are going to want to pick up your gear with really nice photos. So now that we've got the right photos, we need to write the actual listing, and that's coming up in the next video. So you need to subscribe and ring the bell to see that. Till then, chumleys, I'll catch you.